Hey folks, look, diversity is incredibly important in any environment, right? So this is an area that I decided to turn into, right in front of my office here, turn into a bit of a wild patch in our property and try and get as much diversity of flowers in this spot as possible. So I had the chickens on here for a few months around this area, just henned in here. They did this job, knocking all of the grass down to nothing. Then I put a big pile of hay over there, and they were climbing all over it. I tried to get Stropharia spawn going on that. You might have seen one of my other videos of that, unsuccessfully. So then we spread out all of that hay all across this area, and made quite a layer of it there. And actually, if you look down here, you can see how well it's doing there. There's a ton of hay sitting on the surface of the soil, even where I've cut this kind of walk path through here, through past the windows and that. So then we sprinkled a whole lot of things from that we've grown here, seed like what are they called? Daikon radish and borage. There's a ton of other wild seeds in here as well. Dandelions are obviously growing really, really well in here. There's some kind of wild lettucey kind of sow thistle thing going. There's plantains over here, narrow leaf plantain. I've sprinkled tons of wide leaf plantain in here as well. There's dock. And then I've sprinkled this enormous amount of wildflower seed all over this area. So we've just seen things coming up like that. Not actually sure what that is, so if anybody can tell me what it is, that would be cool. But we sprinkled a mix of 30 varieties of wildflowers, so it's kind of, I don't know what the things are that I haven't seen before. And you can see them all coming up in here as well. There are tons and tons of seedlings where that hay sitting up there was had killed off most of the grass. As you can see, the grass is also coming back strong. So hopefully these seedlings can get away before the grass does. But anyway, this should give me a huge variety of flower types. I've also sprinkled lots of dill, coriander, carrots, parsnips, because they're all Umbelliferae family, and they bring in a little wasp which protects us against caterpillars and yada yada yada. And a whole lot of brassicas, so lots of sprouting broccoli, lots of collards, lots of kale, tons and tons and tons of different types of seed. You know what they say? 1 year's seed equals 7 years weeding. Well, my garden's going to be full of weeds that are invasive foods or insect detractors or the occasional harvest of daikon or bee feeders. So the whole place is going to be full like that, but this place is just going to be a little magical spot where I'm just going to let it go wild, let it do its thing. So anyway, I'll post more videos about this as it goes, because I think it's going to be really cool to watch it take hold. Hope you're having a lovely day. It's a stunning day here and stunning afternoon. It's beautiful sunlight coming through here as it's nearly getting dark. It's ridiculously early for being nearly getting dark. Autumn, eh? Alright, have a good one. See ya.